What's going on, internet? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Not gonna lie to you, it's very hard for me to even sit through this video, not because this is like an emotional topic or anything for me, simply because I've been feeling like absolute shit for the past 3 days. I don't know exactly what's going on. Obviously, I'm still in quarantine. I asked you guys for some ideas so that I could, still make videos in quarantine and everything, but I have not been feeling well at all for the past 3 days. I don't know what's going on. I talked to my mom about it because, moms know the answer to everything and they're like gods. And I was talking to my mom about it, and she says that what has been going on with me sounds very similar to this thing called vertigo, which is very difficult to explain, but if you Google it, it makes a lot of sense. And it kind of feels like exactly that. And I was reading about vertigo and everything when I was able to, and I wasn't like feeling like I was about to throw up. And it kind of all checks out, and it says that it can be caused by multiple different things. It usually happens to people over the age of 65, and it happens to some people because they get like motion sickness, or like if they're like get sickness from being really high up or like something like that. But it can also be caused by stuff like ear infections. So I think it's probably something like that that's going on. And I'm only saying that, and I'm not being dramatic, because I don't get sick. I'm not the type of person that feels sick. If I do get sick, it's like maybe once a year, and it's usually because I've like overworked myself and it's just time for my body to take a rest. I get sick for about like 2 days, and then I'm usually good after that. But this has been a whole nother wave of sickness that I have not really experienced very much before. This morning I was like in the shower, doing my normal things that I would do in the shower, and I was rinsing my conditioner out of my hair. I was like trying to get out of the shower, and I all of a sudden felt like I was going to pass out, and I had to turn off the water and just like sit in the bathtub for like 5 or 10 minutes until I was ready to get up. And then once I got up, I finally felt like I was going to literally pass out and or throw up. So I don't know exactly what's going on. It's a little bit concerning, but I'm in quarantine right now. I know I don't have COVID. I've taken several tests. They're all negative. I don't have any of those symptoms whatsoever. I just don't know exactly what's going on. I would not be surprised if it is an ear infection, though, because I'm like totally getting off topic of what I was going to talk about in this video, but whatever. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was an ear infection, because I have these ear piercings in my ears. They're called conch piercings. And I have them on this side of my ear. This is the easier one for you guys to tell. These 2 rings right here. I've had them for a long time, and I have 2 matching ones on this side of my ear, and then a cartilage piercing as well. And these conch piercings have always been very difficult for my body to heal. My body really doesn't like them, but I like them a lot, so I just get them anyway. And I get like these little like bubbles on them pretty much until they're completely healed. So I usually do like this method of using tea tree oil on a cotton ball, or like coconut oil with tea tree oil on a cotton ball, and I just kind of stick that over top of my piercing so that the skin will heal better and constantly be moisturized and yada 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 whatever, right? So I've been using that method for a week and a half or 2 maybe, consistently, like every single day. And once I was reading on the internet that like this can be caused by ear infections, I would not be surprised if I had something like an ear infection, because I'm constantly having like coconut oil and tea tree in my ear, like just sitting there. So I wouldn't be surprised if I did have an ear infection. Maybe I like fell asleep with a cotton ball in my ear and then got some like liquid in my ear or something. I don't know. But anyway, I feel like crap. It's been very difficult for me to even sit up to make this YouTube video. But tomorrow's Thursday, and we gotta do what we gotta do, don't we? So anyway, I have my ginger ale here and a bowl of snacks that I've been eating. This bowl was full about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago when I started trying to record this video, and then I just decided that that whole entire thing was crap and that I wanted to redo it. So here I am, back again. And the lighting is really bothering me because it's really dark in here. So let me open this window and then I will be right back. Okay, I feel a lot better, and I am going to apologize in advance for eating throughout this entire video, but quite frankly, I have not eaten anything more than a bite of peanut butter toast all day, and it's better for me to eat than to not eat, because it is currently 4 o'clock, and I have not eaten crap all day, but I have been drinking a lot of water, so I guess that's good. So anyways, yesterday, I tried to get you guys to ask me some questions on Instagram so that I could do a Q&A video, because somebody suggested that I do a Q&A, and I haven't done one in a really long time, and I thought that would be kind of fun. But long story short, my Instagram engagement is down the toilet right now because I don't post on Instagram at all, ever, because I'm just totally not feeling the app lately. So I did not get that many questions, but the questions that I did get, honestly, were not really the best. Like, they were just very there's no way that I could talk about something for that long to make a whole video out of it and like do all these, anyway. The one question that I did find to be pretty intriguing, not intriguing, but I guess it could use some explanation, was somebody says, when are you going to start putting your Z on your merch? Because I want a hat with one on it. I'm not. That's not my whole answer, I promise. That's not my entire answer, but long story short, I'm probably not going to do that, and let me explain to you why. So here's the thing. HelmetHairr was never supposed to be, like, a brand, honestly. It was a place for me to post my motorsport and automotive lifestyle online, pretty much. Just kind of anything that had to do with my car, or my driving, or whatever, because when I started my page as HelmetHairr, I had just gotten out of high school, had just moved to California, and all of the people that were following me on my social media were from my high school and didn't want to see that kind of stuff. They were all just like, what the hell is this? Like, why am I watching this? So I created HelmetHairr to kind of separate the two, like to separate my regular life from my driving life, and that was kind of it. And I was just like, okay, whatever. Whoever wants to follow this account can, or whatever. I never tried to push the account. I never tried to, like, gain social media following. Never tried to, like, get a whole bunch of Instagram followers or anything of the sort. I think I kind of fell into it a little bit. I was just collaborating with a lot of people. I've always loved being on camera. I think I'm decent on camera, and I love cameras in general. I went to school for filmmaking and photography, so I've always had this habit of, like, recording what was going on that was exciting to me or something that I was learning about. So I think over time I just kind of met these people that really liked me, and I really liked them, and I was just collaborating with them, but I didn't realize that I was collaborating with them because I was just learning and, like, hanging out with them and kind of learning from them. Such as Amelia Hartford, for example. I get comments on my YouTube channel all the time asking me when I'm going to collaborate with Amelia Hartford. It was never, like, an intentional collaboration to, like, go and, like, collaborate with Amelia Hartford. Like, I didn't even have a YouTube channel at that point in time when I was, like, hanging out with Amelia all the time. I was just down to help her work on her cars. She was another girl that liked doing the same thing that I like to do. Honestly, when I became friends with Amelia, I really didn't even know how to wrench like that at all. I was more of a driver than a builder, and I always consider myself to be more of a driver than a builder, but that's just what she did, and that's how she spent her time, and I was down because I really liked her. She was a really good friend of mine. So that's kind of what happened, is I started gaining a following from these different people that I was hanging out with. Micah Diaz was another person like that. I met Micah through a friend of mine named Rathina. She was actually my teammate for a little while. I met Rathina through the internet because she was another girl that liked to do what I like to do. At this point in time, like, I didn't even realize that social media numbers were a thing. I had no idea. And I was just meeting these people and hanging out with them because I thought they were great and I really liked them as people, and that's kind of just how it went about. And then eventually, I went on Hoonigan, and I think that was my first, like, intentional collaboration. But I already knew the Hoonigan guys and the Hoonigan crowd. Like, I was already associated with them. Gary was like, hey, they're looking for a car to come on Hoonigan. Is your car ready? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'm down. So I went, and I knew that I was going to get some social media following from that, but I wasn't, like, banking on that. That wasn't something that I was, like, looking forward to, and I wasn't, like, trying to gain that or anything. I was just like, okay, cool, this will be fun. Like, do you go on somebody else's YouTube channel and, like, show off my car and stuff or whatever? It might get some eyes on my build. Cool. And that was kind of it. And, like, I was running my own YouTube channel just because I really enjoy making videos. As you guys know, I went to school for filmmaking and photography, so that's just kind of how that happened. And then, like, eventually, you know, as you gain a social media following, I think people expect for you to make merchandise and stuff like that. And I never really knew what to do with that. I didn't want my name on a shirt. I didn't want my name on somebody else's sweatshirt. I didn't want, like, I was just like, why? Like, that was something that I never understood. I never understood why somebody would, like, want to wear somebody else's car on their shirt or, like, want to wear somebody else's name on their shirt. It just didn't really make sense to me. I don't know why. I never understood it. Like, even, like, Justin Bieber shirts. Like, I never understood why people wore, like, shirts with Justin Bieber's face on it. I did not understand it at all whatsoever. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I could be the biggest fan of somebody. Like, I'm a huge fan of Billie Eilish. Would never walk around with her shirt, with her face on my shirt, or, like, her name on my shirt. Like, that's not me. Like, why would I don't know. So, that's kind of where I stand with that, I guess. And I just don't feel like that's something that I need to do. As you guys know, Chasing Checkers is my brand, which we have a drop coming out tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, in case if you didn't know. So make sure that you turn on your notifications for that or something, because this drop is going to be much bigger than the last one. So, with that being said, HelmetHairr is not my brand. HelmetHairr is who I am, as cheesy as that sounds. And Chasing Checkers is my brand, okay? Chasing Checkers is where you can buy my merch. That's something that I created. It is literally like my baby right now. It's like my child. I'm putting so much effort into Chasing Checkers and the account. I love that brand so much, and I really think that it has the potential to go really far if I keep pushing with the same momentum that I have right now for the brand. So, if you guys didn't know, I'll plug you in really quick. We're having a huge drop on Chasing Checkers tomorrow, which is on February 5th at 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you guys didn't know, now you know. And this drop is going to be much bigger than the last one because we have a whole bunch of products coming out in this one versus the last one we only have one product drop. So just letting you know, make sure you set a reminder for that. I have reminders on my Instagram story. Whatever. Not going to do a whole promotional deal right now. But anyway, so Chasing Checkers is my brand, and the reason that I really love Chasing Checkers is because it's not about me. It's bigger than me. It's for motorsports enthusiasts. It's not just for drift enthusiasts or just for people that like HelmetHairr or people that like Brianna Lynch or whatever it is. Like, have I even told you guys my full name is Brianna, or do I just always go by Brie? But anyways, Chasing Checkers is much bigger than me, and I think I love the brand so much because I really feel like it brings all types of motorsports enthusiasts together. What I really love about Chasing Checkers is I feel like it stands for a certain type of person. It speaks for a certain type of person. It's a certain specific type of lifestyle that a lot of motorsports enthusiasts share, and it's a specific mindset that we all have. Now, to me, most motorsports enthusiasts all have two things in common. Number one, the checkered flag. It's used at the end of every race in every single motorsport except for drifting, which is, of course, the motorsport that I come from, as you guys know. But another thing that we all have in common is our mentality and our mindset and our drive. I just really feel like all motorsports athletes have this one thing in common that is so much different than the rest of the world, and that is constantly progressing and trying to chase being the best that you can possibly be. Now, I'm not just saying, like, being the best that you can possibly be, like, make sure you're nice to people, have a positive energy, like, all this kind of stuff. No. Every single motorsports athlete that is in a race has the exact same mindset the entire time that they're racing, which is being better than they were their last lap. Everybody's always trying to be faster than they were their last lap, trying to make sure that their form is better and make sure that their lines are better choices, because everybody wants the podium spot, but you have to have what it takes to get there. That's just, I feel like that's something that all motorsports athletes have in common, and so that's what I really hope that Chasing Checkers stands for as a brand. It's about being better than your last lap and constantly trying to be better than you were the day before, because you can't just treat the day before race day as prep day. Every single day is prep day. You have to treat every single day like it's race day. You can't just like prep for a race the day before and call it a day. No, you have to eat healthy. You have to make sure that you're working out. You have to make sure you're staying hydrated. You have to constantly be thinking about your motorsport if you want to be the best there ever was. And if you don't have that same passion and that same drive, you're never going to make it to the top. You're just simply not. You have to have that mentality in order to win, in my personal opinion. You have to have that go-getter mentality. Like, you can't have anything else. These things don't just happen. They're worked for, and they're worked really, really hard for. So that's, to me, what Chasing Checkers stands for as a brand, and why I think that it's hopefully going to be global, is what I'm really, really hoping for, because I think that that's one thing that all motorsports enthusiasts can really connect with, is being better than their last lap every single time that they hit the track. So that's my personal opinion. And that's why I'm so passionate about this brand. That's what I'm so invested in, and that's what makes me, like, keep going and gives me that drive every single day to produce more stuff, produce more content, make more merch and stuff like that. I just really want my message to get out there, because I know that I'm not the only one that feels like this. So that's what Chasing Checkers is, in case if you guys are wondering. I mean, end scene, like... yeah, wow, I'm actually feeling pretty good right now. I don't really have too much of a headache. I'm trying not to jinx myself, but I'm feeling pretty good. So, with all that being said, I hope that you guys decide to support the brand and support me, maybe buy some merch. I really hope that the brand does speak to you guys the same way that it speaks to me, because that's just what this brand is all about. It's really about having a progressive mindset and bringing motorsports enthusiasts together. I have so many plans for Chasing Checkers. I'm planning on releasing merch every single month, at least through 2021 is what I'm hoping for, and I feel like if I can cross that goal and like cross that finish line, that I can just go even harder the next year to come. You guys, I'm so in love with this brand. I'm so in love. It's just like, I'm just so in love with it. I'm just so psyched. I'm so psyched on it. Like, so psyched. Also, I want to apologize. I'm sure this video is very under-edited and not overly produced whatsoever. I don't know that I'm going to have the brain power to even sit down and actually edit this, so sorry. I'm not feeling great. I'm not feeling well at all. I've been feeling better throughout the process of this video, though, I will say. For whatever reason, when I'm, like, sitting up and talking, I'm feeling okay, but then as soon as I'm done, like, it's right back to having a migraine. I don't understand it, but whatever. But yeah, you guys, I'm really stoked. Really stoked on the drop for tomorrow, too. It's a lot of little stuff, but I'm really stoked on it because we're going to have a lot more stuff on the website. So, really excited for that. Thank you guys so much for, like, sticking around and sticking through quarantine with me. I know it's really difficult. It's not my normal type of content, and I have a really hard time coming up with content, but I'm here, and it's Thursday, and I'm here. And I don't know that I'm going to have a video for Monday. I'm not going to lie. It's just, it's hard. It's hard, okay? So, anyway, there goes all that, but damn, these blueberries are good. But you guys, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a comment below telling me something. I don't know. I'm going to be releasing Chasing Checkers hoodies hopefully very soon. I'm thinking in March. I'm actually thinking that I might try to do a double drop in March, to be honest. But, I'm trying to figure out if I want to release the classic hoodies, like this one that has the hand on the left chest, like has the logos in all the same places, has the ones on the back. I'm trying to decide which hoodies I'm going to release, and my hoodies will be Champion hoodies. They're going to be very high quality, just like my shirts are. Look at that. That's the Champion logo. That's not just stitched on there. That's the real deal. So, I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. I can't wait for you guys to have hoodies and stuff. But if you guys have made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Make sure that you click all the internet things below the YouTubers tell you to do, and follow the Chasing Checkers account on Instagram if you haven't already, and please provide your feedback because I seriously feed off of your feedback. So, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!